Hello again, everyone. This is Joe Hentges with Beyond the Chart, and this is the weekend market wrap. All right, let's get started. We're going to take a look here at the S&P 500 to start off with, and you can see it was up almost 9 points yesterday. It's continuing the push, continuing the rally. I do think we're getting into the ending days here of the rally, and you can see we're approaching. What I've done is the ABC in here. Here's the A move, the original A, B, and then it's C. So this is a zigzag pullback that's going on, and it's a deep retracement. It's just like this. We had wave. Let me show. Just like here was the top back in May. We had wave 1 down, a deep retracement 2, and then now in minor wave 3, we had wave 1 down, which went to a lower low here, wave 1. Now we're getting a deep retracement 2, okay? And we are, I believe, at the final stages here. Now, the initial target is at like 2057, 2058. If it pushes beyond that, the next one's going to be up here around 2086, 87, which is near the high here. So I think that we are in the final stages here. The Russell 2000 is now starting to push the last couple of days. It had been really holding back and consolidating, as was the Nasdaq 100. And now, I do see this resistance area right here around 1110. It'll be interesting to see if it can even push through that. So that's the picture on the Russell 2000. On a weekly basis, here's the S&P 500. What I'm showing here is where I expect the move. If this stops right in here like I'm expecting it to, what I did was I actually did it with the high of this week and made a projection. This is just a standard Fibonacci projection for what an expected third wave move to do. Is just a normal third wave, okay? Given that this is wave 1 and here's wave 2, a normal third wave would come down to this level, around 1560, something like that, okay? Doesn't have to. But on a normal move, that's what I'd be looking at. Then we'd have a flatter, shallower pullback on 4 because 2 was a deep, and 2 and 4 always alternate, okay? At least that's the guideline. So that's why I'm looking at what I'm doing here. The time frames for this, they're not specific. This is just a ballpark as to where I'm putting it. Let's take a look. Do I have? No, that's it. That's all I wanted to look at on that. Let me look at an indicator here, the McClellan Oscillator. We have been extremely overbought, and we continue to be overbought. Now, what's happening here in this overbought is that it's acting just like it did back here in October. And what I say that is that even though it got overbought, you started having divergence start showing up because the price kept pushing. It was choppy, and it kept pushing. Exactly like what it's doing right now. It's chopping in these last few weeks, and you're getting divergence, and I'm getting divergence on all the indicators here. DI plus, RSI is showing as divergence, definitely getting divergence on the McClellan Oscillator. So overbought and getting divergence, that's why I'm continuing to say, based on the wave count and where it's at, I think we're in the final stages of this move. The next thing I wanted to take a look at is 3 of the ETFs that I like to look at on a regular basis just as a gauge on the economy. Now, semiconductors have really come back here, and it continues to push, but I also think it's going to, I'm expecting it, if it goes above, let's put it this way, if it goes above here, the end of wave 2, then something funky, something else different is going on, and I'm going to have to reassess. But until then, I believe we're getting a deep retracement of this. Now, I expect resistance to come in right in here, right about where we stopped yesterday. Or if it pushes slightly higher, the next level is going to be right in here, just around 55.7, something like that, 55.6. So that's the semiconductors. The home builders, they've come back, and of this move down here, they've retraced just a little over 61.8% of that move. So again, a deep retracement. And I expect that, and of course, why is they've been rallying? Because the long-term interest rates have dropped. But again, I think what they're going to do is they're going to peter out when it gets in sync with the market. The financial XLF has also been doing the same thing, same type of picture. What is the retracement on this? Let me look at this. Okay, so it is approaching 61.8% also. So again, a deep retracement of this, and here's a nice, about a 45-degree trend line in here. If it were to turn and break that, I think that would be the start of the move down here on XLF. All right, so those are the three kind of economic ETFs I like to take a look at. Caterpillar announced some things about earnings on Thursday. CAT looks like it's hitting the wall here, and I'm going to have a reference to an article in a post talking about their sales projections and their sales results and things like that. But what I'm seeing here in terms of the trading on the stock is it's pulled back to the 76 area, which looks like a wall resistance. And on Thursday, it came right up to it. Friday, it punched through it intraday and then came back down and closed down below it. And it was actually down 43 cents on the day. So the other thing that's happening here with this last two thrusts up towards 76 is I'm getting divergence, bearish divergence on all three indicators, okay? And RSI, DI plus, and on the demand index. So I do think that this wall of resistance seems to be pretty strong. I think CAT may be hitting the wall and be watching for this to turn down. Now this isn't quite a reversal bar yet, but we'll watch to see how it trades in the next couple of days. And then the last thing today is the Energy XLE. It's had a pretty good little run. And is that the last day? Yeah, it is. Okay, now what it's done is it's run right into this trend line. It's had a nice move. I had this ascending triangle. It hasn't really gone as far as I thought it might, but it's running into this this downward trend line here, and it may turn it back down. USO might be running into a little resistance too. So oil's had a pretty good pop. Let me see if we're getting any divergence on that. That's not good. And that's not good either. I hate it when it does that. Okay, let's pull back. Okay, RSI is clearly showing bearish divergence. We're not quite seeing it on DI plus, and we're seeing it on the demand index. So 2 out of the 3 are showing divergence on this last little move, and the fact that it's having that while it's running into a trend line, be watching for this to turn down also. All right, that's it for this weekend. So if you're watching this video anywhere else besides my website, head on over to the website and check it out. Check out the posts, and if you're not a member, look at the membership page and take a look at it. Would love to have you subscribe. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you on the next video.